Wait a minute. I know you didn't think it was over. Listen, this is your girl, Kenya C. Willer. We got 2 shows, 1 host. Keeping It Real in the Gospel and Hot Topics Pop-Up Show. So listen, what we're doing is we still giving y'all exposure. That's right, I'm screaming exposure. Exposure! So listen, if you're looking to market, you're looking to advertise with me. I'm giving you guys organic reach. I'm giving you guys audience. Listen, again, y'all thought it was over, but that ain't it. Your girl Kenya C. Willer, 1 host, 2 shows. Holla at me. Y'all saw it. I ain't gone. 2 shows, 1 host. I'm still here. Listen, I want to welcome everybody to Keeping It Real in the Gospel. As you know, that we did change the name. I'm still working on not saying the other name, but it is now KCW Multimedia Group, and we're still powered by Life After Failure. That ain't gonna go nowhere. But we just changed the name. Same game, just new name. The brand remains the same. Y'all better know it. So listen, we got some great people coming up with us tonight. I got my sisters coming on tonight. And before that, listen, so we got to pay some bills. I be forgetting, and they be calling me saying, hey, you ain't paid them bills. We want to give a shout out to my proud sponsor, which is Gillian & Co., which is Sylvia L. Gillian. Again, she's paid the cost to be the boss. She is, again, the #1 supporter, and also she is the one that paid the cost to be the boss, Sylvia L. Gillian, from Gillian & Co., as well as Sylvia L. Gillian Realtor. Sylvia L. Gillian Realtor. Also, A Natural Seal, which is owned by Sylvia. She got like 25 companies. This is the true meaning of when they say you have to have residual income and 7 streams of income. This is what it's really talking about. Y'all think I got a lot of companies. She do too. So we want to send a shout out to our proud sponsor tonight, which is A Natural Seal, as well as Gillian & Co. and Sylvia, the Realtor. So listen, before we get going, I want to bring a friend of mine on. She's having a great workshop this weekend, and this weekend the workshop is geared around business and artistry. And anyone that knows me know I love those 2 things. Business and artistry is my 2 favorite things that you can call me and I'll get on the plane for. So we want to bring in my friend, Cora Miles. Cora, introduce
Hi,
yourself.
hi, Kenya. Thank you so much, Kenya C. Wheeler.
Yes, yes.
Listen, I'm excited. My name is Cora Miles Powell, all the way from Orlando, and thank you for this opportunity as we're getting ready for our Music and Arts Business Conference. So I am excited to be here with you to talk about that.
Okay, so listen, tell us what's going on this weekend. Listen, I'm gonna show the flyer. It's gonna block us out. It's the Music and Arts Business Conference and Health Fair. So tell us a little bit about what's going on this weekend.
Well, this particular conference is really focusing on the business of the music ministry. No matter what role you play, whether you're a videographer, songwriter, maybe you're a musician, whatever you do, maybe you promote and advertise businesses and individuals like yourself. There are resources that's going to be available, and we're going to impart some good information to get you to that next level. I'm actually a business consultant. CMJ Resources is my company, but we want to share with you about the music business, and we have some special guests that are coming to be with us as well, and we're inviting you to come. This event is absolutely free. It's going to be located right there in Pine Hills in the city of Orlando, Florida, at 1305 North Pine Hills Road. That's Pine Hills Community Church. So Saturday morning, 10 a.m. And then around about 1 o'clock, we're going to go into the concert featuring Pastor Helen Miller. Many of you know her. Amen. And none other than the great and awesome Pastor Lenoris McFadden and Proof that's going to be there. And also Orlando's own Antonio Gurley, an international recording artist, Miss Joan Myers. She's going to be with us also. And we have showcases that it's going to be awesome as well. And we got a little something for everybody. The young people, little hip hop, little quartet, little whatever you want to call it, take you to church type music. So we want you to come out and just take that drive from wherever you are and enjoy Orlando for the day. And then at the same time, you can register online at cmjresources.org. Again, that's cmjresources.org. Just click on the conference tab and it'll take you right there. And again, there's no cost. And we're excited about it. This event is also sponsored by CMJ Resources and Development Group, along with Power Fire Sprinklers and Clean Cloud, clinical research firm that is we've connected with, and we're going to be sharing some good information, medical related. They do research and development, and you can be a part of that as well. So, and Kenya, we are so looking forward to having you be a part of our panel, also to share more about what you do to help others and businesses and individuals. So we are definitely excited about this upcoming Saturday here in Orlando.
Thank you so much, Cora, for joining me. So listen, do me a favor, go into the chat and on the comments. Please put the link so that we can register because we want to make sure that everybody's joining us this Saturday. And I'll be in the Orlando area. I need y'all to come out and join me. I'm keeping it real on the panel because Cora said I can. So we'll see you on Saturday, Cora.
All right. God bless.
God bless you, Cora. So listen, everybody under the sound of my voice, if you're an artist, if you a business owner, author, anything that you are, and you're in the business, listen. Here's my passion. My passion is marketing, branding, promotion. My passion is basically being able to grow your business, and that is the most important thing to me in this industry. Everybody says, "Oh, Kenya, like I love helping people grow." And so many ideas go through this little head of mine. So y'all come out. If you can't come out, there will be different people streaming. I'll be streaming on my platform. I'll be streaming through keeping it real in the gospel, and I'll also be streaming live myself through the platform of KCW Multimedia Group. So if you can't make it to Orlando, tune in from 10 to 4, and I'll be streaming as well, so that you guys do not miss this historical event. Again, it will be in Orlando. I am driving over in the morning. The Music and Arts Business Conference and Health Fair. This is not the up-to-date flyer. I'm sorry, I didn't place it in. Also, the president of the GIN is here from California. He'll be in to be able to talk to you, to tell you more about the GIN and that organization, the Gospel Industry Network, which is I am an affiliate of South Florida as well. You can come over and meet him if you're in the area. So we just want to invite you guys over to hang out with myself, Cora, and so many other artists as well as people on the panel. So again, hang out with me. So let me just tell you what happened. Over the last couple months, I've had so many people donate to me, right? And it's like emotional. Like so many people have sold into my business. So many people have helped me grow this. All the lighting, all the things in the studio. I'm just be honest with you. A lot of it I did not even purchase. I'm gonna be honest. I prayed about it, and then so many small businesses that don't even want to mention their name gave me so many different donations, and I want to thank them so much. And there's one in particular that don't want to be mentioned, but sir, I want to thank you so much. He's also given me the opportunity to do lunch on me. So tonight, if you're in the chat, and if you read the comments, scroll down where it says lunch on me. So it's lunch on me. I think I misspelled that. So it's lunch on me because I did that wrong. So type in the chat hashtag lunch on me. Lunch on me. If you type that in the chat at the end of the show, I'll be giving y'all $10. Now listen, the reason why I'm giving y'all $10 is because I can eat a whole 3 for 10, and I'm gonna teach y'all how to do it too. I'm gonna teach y'all how to do 3 for 10 at Wendy's. So if you do, I'm gonna put it on the screen. Lunch on me, and at the end of the show, we're doing a raffle. Let me just make sure I do this right. Lunch on me. So it's lunch on me. If you do lunch on me throughout the show, do me a favor, like it, like the post, share the video, and do lunch on me, and you'll be entered into a raffle to enter into the raffle, put it in the comments below. Place it in the comments, and you'll be entered to win $10 lunch on me. So without further ado, I got to bring in one of my great friends, and I can say this because I do know her. She's one of my favorites. We are Dunkin' Donut sisters. We are. Listen, we be dead serious about that coffee. I was on the chat yesterday, and they were like, "Oh, we're traveling to Chicago," and I was talking to the bishop, and I'm like, Do they have Dunkin' Donuts near there?" He started laughing. I was dead serious. Because if they ain't have Dunkin' Donuts near there, I was not going to Chi-Town. I'm sorry, y'all. I don't travel nowhere where there's not a Dunkin' Donuts within walking distance. And I'm dead serious. So we have a person that's, dear to my heart. I met her many, many moons ago. And we have been sisters ever since. I joked with her the other day. I was like, "Hey, listen, are we beefing?" She was like, "No, sis, why?" Because I didn't get an invite to the book signing. I didn't know nothing about the book signing. I should have got an invite. I should have seen it on Facebook. I should have been there, but I had to walk through the door for 5 minutes. So, without further ado, I want to bring in the new authoress, my friend.
Hell,
Congratulations.
thank you, sis. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Listen, I am truly a true believer in exposure, and I'm going to tell you something that when I saw that you released your book, I'm like, oh my God, congratulations. I was just so moved and so touched. I love your transparency that when you were on Elaine Nelson's show,
Yeah.
I love it. And I think that this is what we need in this season really grow, to really grow. And I
Yeah.
think that lately, because I went transparent, I don't know if you know, I kind of like did the transparent thing and told all the stories or the horrible stories I went through. And I think that that helps us to grow when we're transparent, because we walk around with all this stuff on
It
us,
does. It does.
and and then you just so bogged down, and you just like, oh my God, I can't deal anymore. And I just think that what you're doing is just awesome. So listen, tell me a little bit about you. Tell my audience a little bit about your book and how we got here.
And first, let me say, sis, my apologies, girl. I've been running and ripping and running, but charge it to hell. I got a Dunkin' Donut coffee for you, okay? But my book, it's it goes, you know, oh, it goes way back. Um, my book is my past when, growing up, married, coming out and different things of that nature. Um, and my typical nobody knew being abused. That's just simple, and I can't make it plainer than that. And a lot of people knew what I went through, but then there's some people that did they didn't know. They had no idea. And you know, God gave me the courage. Yeah, I had to have courage. He had to give me the strength, and then he had to, give me that push, because I tried. I tried like my third time is when I decided, okay, that's it. Tried the first time, I said, okay, I get with you. And then the second time, okay, well, I'm ready. I'm just gonna do. But that third time, God was like, no, you have to get it. You have to get this. You have to get this story out. I know that my story, and it's not over. This is just the beginning. But my story here, way of escape, is gonna help a lot of people. And not only women, it'll help men, but the women who basically I catered to, because I'm a woman and I went through what I went through. Definitely it's gonna help somebody. You're gonna in this, my story is my way of escape, but then I put some little nuggets. There are nuggets that are in there to show you where you can go and what you can do. It's scripture. I'm not perfect in everything. I'm not a preacher. I'm not a prophetess. I'm not. But listen, one thing you give you a scripture, and I'll tell you where you can go or whatever. But it's really unfiltered, and that's on everything I love. It's
That's
just,
on everything.
it's like I hold it in. I didn't have no remorse. I didn't feel sorry, because it's like people didn't feel sorry for me. I went through. I went through. So I had to release it, and had to get it out. It had to come out.
So I'm big on exposure, right? I'm really big.
Yes,
And
I.
I ordered the book, and Amazon delivered it today to Delray, and I'm not
Oh,
in Delray, so I'm waiting for a lot of them. So I'm like, it's supposed to be there yesterday. It
Lord.
came today, and that's all good because that's I got the book. So here it is, right? So and I'm big on exposure, and I tell people a lot of times that you have to like clickbait people. Can you give us a passage or a stories from one story from the book that can gas the people to to run out and get this book because um, tell us a little bit about how and why and again let me just say this, Angie, um, you would think that personally because who you are and you like a no nonsense woman, you wouldn't have it. I said the same thing to Lady Elaine. I'm like,
That is
y'all looking,
crazy.
y'all
Everybody
like,
say that.
y'all looking like, okay, um, it is what it is. So you would think that you wouldn't go through any of that because it's like, sus, you know. So tell us just a little bit from one of your passages that will let us be able to just run to the book and say, let me read this, let me find it.
In I have it's 10 chapters. I'm trying to figure out in which chapter um I put I was fixing dinner. And at the moment I fixed dinner, the dinner wasn't to their liking, but it was the best, and all that I had, and I prepared it. And at that given time, because they didn't like it, but I laid it and I brought it to them, and it was with love. Anything that I did was with love. When I brought it to them, baby, listen, the plate came back at me. I had to duck, you know, and all of that good stuff. And then it end up getting into, because just like you say, you surprised, or yeah, I got with them, but at a certain point and a certain extent, like they get the best of you. Like you say, that demon, it get the best because at the end of the day, I am a lady. I am the woman. You know what I mean? So
Right.
it's like that particular time, God allowed me to, that had to calm down. There was times man, listen, some stuff, sis, that, my book, I have 10 chapters literally in my book, but there's
Okay.
literally some things that's not even in that book that I have to go in the next book, because as you write, there's other things that you just remember, and if you go on and on and on, you got to read the book. The book is literally unfiltered. The stories are definitely my truth and what I went through. Nothing is some people make up. No, it's
It's not
literally,
fiction.
it's not fiction,
It's
sis.
not fiction.
It's
So,
it's
and that's what I told someone. I
mm-mm,
said this, and I truly mean it. So what happens is a lot of times in business when you say author, right? You
mm-hmm,
say author and it means fiction. And I was telling someone this. I said, listen, there we're using that verbiage because everyone's writing and they're calling it author. I said, but she's a writer. I said
yes,
she's a writer, and and I can also say this to you, and we're being transparent because you're my sister, and it's
yeah,
off of
of course.
FaceTime. You have like 84 brothers. It's like every time you got like
sis,
84 brothers.
sis, I
I mean,
got
it's like a lot
84,
of you got 84
84,
brothers.
bro.
All of them look alike. Like I can't tell them apart. Like all the way down from they all look alike, right?
Mm,
So here it is, right? So I'm thinking like when all this was going on, and I'm like, wow, she got like 84 brothers. Did she not tell her brother? Because,
sis,
and a lot of times here it is. I'm gonna give you a transparent moment. I've never had that issue because I've been about that life since I was young. I've been there aggressive. So somebody can take me on their show because I've been there aggressive. But here it is. A lot of times we want to keep our family out of it so that you like, listen, I don't want to bring them in it because I don't want to have the embarrassment of when I go back to this dude, my family
exactly,
like shaking their head like, man, I done came over here and did this, butted in,
exactly.
and then you going right back to it. Was it that type of situation where you didn't call one of your 84 brothers?
It was that. You said, you hit the nail on the head. I could not. My brothers could like look at me and say, "Sis, you good?" And I don't know if you noticed, like my brothers were they always greet and they'll kiss for they'll that's how they do me.
Right.
So they me hugging me like, you are you good? You good? You ain't looking right, or you're not happy. And even some of their family will say the same thing. Say, you don't look happy. And I want to tell them I'm not. But I could not tell my brothers nor my daddy, because at that time my daddy, when I first was in that, my daddy had his strength, and he was up good and well. And daddy say, listen, look in the mirror. Who are you? You can't allow. He said, that's all I'm gonna tell you.
Right.
And I said, okay, I'm good. I would come around them, and I would be like, trying to play, I would play it off. I would withhold from them. So then when we get back to the house and the four walls and different things, baby, listen, what I had to endure, mm-mm, I couldn't deal. I said, Lord, if my brothers would literally gotten themselves in some trouble. I kept them behind from out behind the bars. Yeah, I kept. I did not.
So this person was like, and again, because, and I'm just joking about 84 Brothers, y'all. I
Mhm.
don't want none of y'all to get offended and get mad with me. I'm joking.
No, they
So
don't.
here it is. They know, but it's a lot of y'all. It's a lot of them though. You know that. Like they play the guitar, the bass, they sing, they got grip stands, and so it's a lot of them. I'm not saying your daddy wasn't wrong. So I'm just saying your daddy got a lot of sons.
Right.
So here it is. The person had to have been a bold soul to say, I'm going to mentally, physically, and verbally abuse this woman with that many brothers. So the fear factor in that person was like at zero. Like,
Yeah,
I don't
because
care nothing about your brothers.
eh, that mentality is what a demon and a person that's evil and mean and cruel. That's what they would do, baby. But deep down on the inside, they know if one of them cross boys got a hold to them. So, but they would act as if they so this and that. That's behind the four walls. Now when they see them, they gonna dap them up hard. They gonna dap, what's up, bro? What's up? Blah, blah, blah. That you right then and there. You're a little extra. You a little extra. But when we behind the four wall, man, I don't care about all that. Oh, you don't care about that. Oh, okay then. Oh, okay then. You don't care about it. Oh, okay. So I didn't even those times I didn't even share. Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
But do you think that, do you think that you didn't share because in fear of your brothers getting themselves in trouble? Was it a twofold token, like saying, okay, I'm not going to do this because I know my brothers them will get themselves in trouble. At the same time, you still had the love in your heart for this person to say, I don't want this person hurt. It was just that, you know what, I don't want my brothers to get in trouble. I really want him to do you in, but
It was
so
the not get my brothers that not my I didn't want my brothers to get in trouble. It
okay.
was the not get in trouble for me for my brothers. Period. I didn't even at times in the beginning I'd be feeling like, oh God, I feel sorry. And then when they apologize and they come down and I'm boo and bay. But then at the end of the day, then when I see my family, my brothers, how they treat their wives and different things of
Right.
that nature, I'd be like, Lord have mercy. But then I say, no. If I tell my brothers, look, they gonna stake out and they gonna do their thing. You understand? They gonna do their thing. And
Wow.
I did not share it. Even to now, when my brothers, when they when they read that, some of them are reading the book, some of them may have read it, some may have kind of like looked in it a little bit. They were like, sis, I don't even know how to feel right now. And that's
Do you
real.
do you think that now, even though it's been years and years and years, you still have that ticker tacker in the back of your head, like you're scared that because do they know the person?
Yes,
So do
ma'am.
you have that tingle tangle, like I'm scared that we gonna be sitting in Piccadilly eating lunch, and cause see that'll be see I guess that's just me. Like
Woo!
I'd be like, you know what, you had tried me back then. I was weak, but I'm strong. Boom, you know. So do you ever had that tingle tangle back in your head like that you
I
scared
have
that
a
one day that um your brother is going to do something to him because even though you forgave, well, maybe you haven't forgiven. Like I said, I don't know if you forgave or not.
Mhm.
But even though you may have moved on, wrote a book, they say how they say, oh, write a book, talk about it. Even though
Mhm.
you may have wrote a book and moved on, do you think your brothers now, years later, reading the book, you're opening up a wound that they never knew they had?
Um, I'm opening up the womb to a certain extent because, like I said, my brothers, they say something like, dang sis, I knew it was something. But I know that they wouldn't. They'll probably look at this person like, man, you did that to my sister. Like, but they wouldn't go to the extent. Now, if that person look at them, and then
What we gonna do?
they gonna get the business not only for my brothers, but baby, I'm gonna come on. Yeah, I'm gonna give you a little piece of what. Yeah, I'm gonna give you a little piece of it. But um, not for them. If they see somebody, they're a little more, bigger and a little more, Christ-like and different things of
Oh,
that.
because we saved now. Oh, I forgot. We all saved now. So we have to basically remember that we saved and sanctified and filled with the
Oh.
Holy Ghost. So we have to forgive them with
Uh,
the love of our heart now.
mm-hmm.
But see, I
Mm-hmm.
guess that part, you know how, like, I'll be honest, I got some friends, right? I got some friends that don't go to church. So they'll be like, Killian, let's get them, let's jump them. So they, so I'm being honest. I hang with a group of women that don't do what I do, that don't go to church on Sunday. That I
Mm-hmm.
be like, girl, he had hit me back in
Right.
1976, and my friends would be like, let's get him. That I wrote a book and said somebody hit me, they'd be like, let's get him right now. I got some friends that'd be like,
But
let's
here's the
get him.
thing. With me, sis, it wasn't so much with the hands-on. Now, we had some hands-on. He was crazy, but he wasn't all the way crazy. So we didn't really, it wasn't typically all the time like physical. It was more so mentally and physical. I mean, mentally and verbally. And that's verbally is a mean mother. You know that. And it was that. It was the belittling me. It was the controlling. It was the womanizing. It was the when I worked and I done worked and worked and I worked and you ain't studying about me till payday. But you ain't asking me for a dime. You coming to take my purse and you coming to slang it. Y'all better read the book. I'm telling you. You come and you get my money. I don't work. And you come and you get I didn't have no bank account for different purposes. So when I get paid, go cash the check. Hmm? Huh? Go. Yeah, I'm finna pick you up and you going to go cash it. I go cash it. I got my own little purse on. I'm putting it in my purse, baby. You come and you. I'm telling you, no, don't get my purse. No, you got my purse and you took all of it and you slung my purse. Everything in my purse flew. It's on the ground. You taking it, go do what you got to do, and then you come back and hey, babe, boo, boo, I. So I just sit there. So listen.
I think abuse is a little different now with Netflix and Lifetime Network. And I'm just being honest. I think that abuse and verbal abuse and mental abuse is really different now with Lifetime Network. And the people and I tell people this, that verbal abuse, and it may sound crazy, but verbal abuse and mental abuse is worse than being physically abused. Because let me tell you something, our mom and dad, we got beatings when we were growing up. That whooping wore
Listen.
off in about that whooping wore off in about a couple hours, unless you got black eyes and all that. But the whooping wore off. But when you got to sit down and listen and hear again over and over and over and over again what a person has told you. I said that you'll never mount up to nothing, or you'll never be this, or you'll never this, and you're ugly. This. And I've heard this, and I've read books that say this. I think now that the Lifetime Network, has changed the perspective of women. Because let me tell you something. And we being honest. It's like, okay, so you call me ugly. I'm gonna put this antifreeze in your food. And you already cook for you, and you don't eat me, and you
Mm.
want me to, you
Oh,
know. So things nowadays with Netflix and cable, we ain't had that
exactly.
back in the day. We ain't
Exactly.
had nobody. We ain't had nobody showing us how to take you out of here on NCIS and crime
Exactly.
scene files and
That's
all this
real.
crazy. We didn't
That's
have that. We didn't have that back in the day when you learn how to, how to get away with murder.
right.
So
Right.
now a man got to think about it. Like, okay, do I really want to hit her? Cause this accidental fire that gonna happen at this house. You know what I mean? So, so things things nowadays have changed
Yeah.
from what it used to be
Yeah.
versus what it is not, back then.
Yeah.
There
That's
are some
true.
women that still being abused. There's some women
There
that's
is.
somebody
That's
right
there.
now
Of
that's being
course.
hit and that's not
Of
strong
course.
enough to go ahead and put something in they, yeah, because I had told my husband was like that. I said, child, listen, them days of that, you play with me, you want to, you gonna wake up dead.
You
He
hear
was like,
me?
what? I said, you gonna wake. I said, I'm going. So not even though he wouldn't do it, because my
Right.
whole
Right.
family crazy, but
Yeah.
it's just that I think that a lot of women have to find their strength, in saying, okay, enough is enough. And I think a lot of women are weakened by it because, like you said, he did all that to you and then came back and hugged you and said,
And can
babe, babe,
like it
I'm
was not
sorry,
like it was
babe.
nothing. Like you did nothing. Like you did nothing until each time it happens. It happens. It happens to that one day I couldn't take no more.
Yeah,
None.
you can't take my money.
So girl, listen here, honey. We no, and I don't sat down. No, but
you
that
don't
that
work.
day,
You don't work all day long. You don't work all these hours, and he done came and took your money, and then you like, um, here it is. And again, so many women. Listen, I need you guys. Listen, I haven't showed the book in that because we started talking. But the importance is, I need you guys to go out and get Way of Escape. Um, it's her story unfiltered. She's a writer. She's a writer. Angela Cross.
yes.
Angela Cross, Way of Escape. I need you guys to get the book. I'm gonna get the book. I'm gonna just tell you that my attention span don't allow me to read. But what happens is I got somebody that reads it and then she breaks it down for me very animated, which is my parental unit. She's gonna read the book and she's gonna say, "Girl, did you know? Girl, did you know? Girl, did you know?" So again, I tell people this all because I don't want to see him be like, "I'm gonna read your book." No, I order the book and then my parental unit reads the book and then she breaks the book down for me because I'll be like, me, this thing in me don't let me sit down that long to read. I'd be like, do you have it in audio? Because I can listen to audio, but sitting
Mm-hmm.
down reading, then I start doing something, then I pick up my phone. So,
Uh-huh.
she reads the book and she breaks it down to me word by word. And what happens is, the reason why I love her to read my books is because she actually um, give it back to scripture. So she'll say in the scripture, and then she'll say, "Let me pray for her." And that's one thing I love about her is that she don't just read the book because it came to the house. She reads the book and she pray for you because you're understanding that you still need strength,
Yes.
regardless of how long we've been out
Yes.
of it. No
That's
matter how
right.
long you've been out of
Oh,
it, how
you
many years
talking
it
right.
is,
You
there's
talking right.
still those moments of flashbacks that you
Yes,
may have
ma'am. Yes,
that you
ma'am.
may have to say, "I need strength." So I like that in her because she still reaches out and she prays, and that's so important. So
I
listen, I need
appreciate
everybody, everybody under the sound of my voice, everybody that's logged in on all these Way of Escape, a story unfiltered, Angela Cross. I'm gonna tell y'all something. This is singing sister too, y'all.
it.
This is Quartet's finest. This is the princess of Quartet.
Oh, my sis.
Now y'all may have y'all princes and y'all queens. Now we got some queens, so we're gonna call her princess because she's daddy's girl. She's gonna always
Oh.
be daddy's girl. But I'm gonna tell y'all something. If y'all want a good, y'all call Angela Cross because she don't need her brothers. She is the queen of quartet. I'm sorry, the princess because she's daddy's girl, and she's always gonna
Oh.
be that. So everybody say, "Oh no," I say no. I don't call her the queen because she's daddy's girl, so that makes her princess. That
Oh.
that makes her a princess. So again, we just want to commend you. So listen, tell us how else we can find besides Amazon, and listen, give us just a little nugget outside of the book because again, I tell people in branding, you gotta lure me to the book. So tell me what chapter I need to get to. That's where the grits and the gravy at. So when I read from one to what, I'm gonna need to go ahead and grab that Dunkin' Donuts coffee. I'm here.
You
Tell me.
you know what? After you guys skip through, after you read through the intro, my dedication, the introduction is really captivating. Okay, the dedication is very sweet, is very, sentimental. You get through to the introduction,
Hmm.
you're gonna want to keep going on. You're gonna want to keep going on. It's like, no, you get to chapter one, chapter two, you're not gonna want to put it down. You want to keep going because it has that pull that it's gonna bring you in to say, wow. And I'm not
Right.
just saying, I'm telling you. And I'm just grateful for the opportunity, for my sister. Always, this my girl right here. I don't even, that's my girl. And we go back. You understand? And that's gonna be my girl. And my book is on it is on Amazon. And when y'all purchase it or whatever, y'all gonna leave me a little good review, baby, because Way of Escape gonna be number one. I know it is the number one seller. And it is on there on Amazon. And if you want to order some, I don't know if someone is on that know me, you know what I mean? You could either I have a cash out, which is $ cross Angie. And if you want to, my book is $15. And if you want to meet up with me, I can get it to you that way as well. But it is available to you, and I hope y'all enjoy it. Like I say, leave me some reviews. And Kenya, my girl, I love you forever. Here,
Thank you.
forever.
Listen, and I want to thank you so much for coming onto the platform. Um, I'm gonna get another book to give away, so I'm gonna talk to you later about that. But put your
Okay.
cash app in the comments. So if anybody want to buy it, if they're in Fort Lauderdale area, then wherever they are at, we can I can help you out with delivery because
Okay.
this is something. This is it's not about it's about we need to help each other, and
Right.
I say this today, and if we help each other, we'll be a force. And I think people don't get it. Like we're a force by ourselves,
Right.
but man, together we
Together.
can
Come
make
on.
this thing help. And
Come on
what
now.
happens is, everyone thinks I'm just so aggressive with it. It's not aggression, it's passion. And I want to see
Exactly.
everybody win. And I hear people say,
Exactly.
"Oh, I don't like you." I said, "Why you don't like me?" Just because. I said, "But I may be the plug that can get you over the
Come
hurdle
on. Come on now.
that where you're stagnant at, but you're not
Mm-hmm.
liking me because of what you heard, or you're not liking me because you don't like my spirit. Your spirit ain't telling
Uh-huh.
you that. But your
Uh-huh.
spirit was telling you to like connect with that child, even though she wild and she just up front and she keep it real.
Right.
She maybe have a nugget that can help you go past, surpass where you at. So I tell people all the time, it's okay. You ain't gotta like me. You ain't gotta like me, love me, because at the end of the day,
Exactly.
I got a
Exactly.
daughter and a husband and some brothers and sisters to deal with. I got to deal enough with them. I ain't trying
Ex-
to take you home with me. That's it. But I want to thank you so much for always being there when I call. I need
Always.
everybody under the sound of my voice and on the replay. Everybody that's on Twitter, everybody that's on Twitch, everybody that's on YouTube, and everybody that's on Facebook on all five of my pages. I want to tell you tonight that I would like to see Angie really just get some cash apps. The book is $15 if you go through her. There's a little more on Amazon. $15. She's in Fort Lauderdale. If we have to get a meetup place for her, I can work it out. But we can get a meetup place that will deliver your book. But I want tonight her cash app. She's gonna put it in the thing. Cash app. Buy the book. Read the book. Support her. Let's support our own because guess what? Y'all ran out there and supported all these other authors. Y'all support my sister. She local. All right, Angie. I done
Love
sold the
you,
book.
sis.
Love you and you have a great night.
You too.
All right. So she's putting the cash app in the link, and I need you guys. Listen, here it is. We will go out and buy all these authors' books. We'll go out and buy all these people's stuff. But the people that's right here in our area, the people that's right here in our area, we forget about them. So I need everybody, if y'all can do me a favor tonight, if you buy it through her, if you buy it through her, it is $15. Now, if you go to Amazon and mail it to your house, it's gonna be a little bit more. I ain't saying don't go to Amazon, but I'm saying go through her so that she can get it to you. And guess what? When you buy it through her, when you buy it through Angie, you get a signed copy. So I have posted it on all the outlets. I posted on Keep It Real in the Gospel KCW Multimedia as well as Kenya C. Willis. So wherever you're listening at, it is in the chat. It is in the chat. Also, listen, we had a proud sponsor to come on and say that he wants to donate a lunch. So if you're on the chat, lunch on me, lunch on me. So put lunch on me in the chat so that we'll be more than happy to provide lunch on me. It ain't actually on me, but that's what I'm calling it, lunch on me. So the hashtag for tonight is lunch on me. So go into the chat and type in lunch on me for a chance to win $10. That's two for tens, two for fives. Well, what is two for four? I don't eat Wendy's, so I don't know. It's two. All right. So listen, I got my next guest that's coming up, but before I do that, I want to talk about another event that's coming up this weekend. Um, it is a 2001 Women's Conference. It will be this weekend in the great city of Coconut Creek. If you guys are not busy, this is my this is my virtual church, meaning that I go there virtually, meaning I tune in every Sunday. This is my virtual pastor, Pastor Henry Goodwin. Again, I want to send a shout out to him because a lot of this, this, all of you guys can't see it, but I can. This was made possible through Henry Goodwin. This, if y'all see all this, y'all will be like, wow. This is made possible by Open Arms Delivery Centers. They have been a great sponsor um, of my platform, and I want to thank them so much. And just want to thank them. And if you guys can do me a favor, share the flyer. I'm going to place the flyer. Even if you don't go to church, just share the flyer. This weekend they're having a 2021 Women's Conference. As you know, last year they were not able to do the conference because of the pandemic. So this year we are gathering without masks, and everyone that's gathering, we will social distancing. So come out and enjoy with them, and again, hang out with my virtual church. But listen, so I got one more guest. And I met this gentleman probably a couple years ago, and he met me on Facebook, and he was like, "Listen, Kenya, come to my concert." And I was like, "Where your concert at?" He said at Bible Way Church, and I was like, "All right." And that was during the period of time when I was kind of getting used to the gospel rap. And if you know, you go back to listening to some of my lives, I really was old school. I really was old school, old school. And by me being old school, I really wasn't able to adapt to the gospel rap. And I was like, okay, I'm open for it. I'll come because when a gospel rap artists have a gospel rap show, what happens is um, they kind of have all gospel. So I came out to the show, and let me tell you, I heard his song, and I immediately fell in love with them. Immediately fell in love with them and their music. Um, Immediately fell in love with them. And I said, okay, all right, I can do this right here. All right, all right. And I have to keep it to myself a little bit because, I get confused with the music. I be ready to, I'm like, all right, all right. And he has so much going on. Him and his wife, listen, those are two pretty people. I'm sorry if I say it that way, but they so pretty. I'm like, who put y'all in? Y'all is just, their pictures are just so pretty together. I'm like, y'all is so beautiful. Both of y'all. They just so pretty. I'm like, and when you see their pictures, I really wish I'd have downloaded. His wife is beautiful. She does makeup. She does every. She has businesses. And I'm like, these are two. These are beautiful people. Oh my God. You rarely see that, but they are two beautiful people. So, and they have a show as well that they do with marriage, and they talk about marriage for the years they've been together. So, without further ado, I'm gonna bring him on. Hello, sir.
How you doing? How you doing? I don't know what's
See, I
going
told
on with
y'all
my
he pretty.
internet. Hey, you look. All right, I'm trying to be for real, but I just want to say thank you. I mean, you just blessed my heart on what you just said. My wife is she's my everything. Just to hear you say that just had me all mushy like. But I gotta come back to earth now. So uh,
Yeah, but no, but seriously though,
how
I
you
was
doing?
like,
How
but,
you
but the
doing, girl?
first time I saw y'all, I'm like, who put them two pretty people together like that? I'm keeping it real. I'm like, they so pretty. And then when y'all take pictures, it's like y'all are
that
like, Leia. I'm like, man, I'm like, they just so pretty. It's just y'all should be on somebody. Mac,
that
it's
ain't
like
that
when
ain't
you
nothing but
see
the
it,
Holy Spirit right
it's
there.
it's the it's the Holy Ghost. I know, but when you look at y'all, I'm like, they should be
Yeah.
on somebody cover. Y'all are very y'all are very connected couple. I love y'all energy. I love the way it just everything about you guys. I love because you show her. It's like that's my baby. That's my baby. And I'm like, you guys are like a model that should be molded for relationships and people. And I'm not saying this because you're in front of me, but I say this all the time. You guys are when I watch a show and you guys are coming together talking about marriage and love and business and also worshiping together. That is something. Those are goals. Those are hashtag
Yeah.
goals because a lot of times you can't always get that into a basket of okay, well let's be on the same page with everything. So I want to thank you so much for your platform. I want to thank you for your drive because as you know you have the reset and you have all the different shirts and apparel. So but we're here to talk about the industry. So tell us what you got going on.
Well, thank you. God bless you. I appreciate you having me on your show. Um, I know it's been a long time coming. We've been trying to set this up for I don't know how long, but God works in mysterious ways, and it's always His timing. Uh, as far as what I got going on right now, the Reset album is actually out. It's out on Spotify, iTunes, all the stages right now. It's doing pretty good. It's doing pretty good. God know what He's doing, and everything happens in His timing. He allowed me to set myself up to do another album. Actually, that is about completed. Just a couple of more people that I'm waiting to get on the album. That song is already set. It's just waiting on them to put their verses on it. But it's coming along pretty good. God just opened up some other doors for me to do the apparel. Is what I have on right now. The little short apparel, a lot of other stuff. God opened up the door for me to do. Along with the marriage ministry with my wife. She's like you said, she is my everything. Uh, Actually, it's because of her, staying steadfast with Christ. When I got out of line, she was still there to pray for me, still there to fast for me, still there to, you know, uh, cry out to God. You know what I mean? For me, for her husband. And at the time, we wasn't married at the time, but she was. Oh man, she was persistent. She didn't quit. She didn't, turn away. And then when we got married, the same thing. She just kept going. Going after God. For her husband, and knew God was going to change my life. And I knew He was working on me, but with me, with my little stubborn self, I kind of like just kind of backed up from it. I'm like, okay, God, you just have your way. And He just been blessing me ever since. So. Uh, with everything that's coming about, even with the album reset is actually talking about my whole entire life from childhood through my parents divorcing, through me being molested at the age of 9. A lot of things occurred in my life, and God allowed me to talk about everything uh, in the album, and now the second album is reflecting off the first album. So he just doing it, and I'm just putting on my seatbelt and saying, okay, God, let's ride, let's go. And that's what the whole reset is about. It's a whole testimony behind that. Which I will share, later on. But there's a whole testimony behind reset because uh, Kenya, I walked away from the music. I literally
Yeah.
said I was done. After the breakup of Joshua Camp,
Yeah.
I
I was gonna ask you
I
about
was
that.
like, I'm done. And I felt like, without the group, I probably couldn't go on because I felt in my spirit that God put us together. But the enemy, he's always up to something, you know. But when the separation happened with Joshua Camp, I said I'm done with music, and I had stopped for a long time. Uh, and then here come God. You know what I mean? Waking me up one morning and telling me He wanted me to do an album. You know, of course, I had to break the news to my wife and tell her, what God said to me He wanted me to do. And at first, she was kind of pushy about it, like, yeah, okay. And then God set her up to buy my own studio. So I knew God was putting things in play, you know. And once she did that, I knew everything was was a go. And every day I came home for 6 months straight, I wrote a song. Every day. I have over right now at least 30 songs, 40 songs just sitting and just
So
waiting
your
on God to say,
catalog is
okay.
extensive.
Yeah.
So
I
your,
I
your
I was
catalog is
I was
extensive.
I was recording every day. My wife used to have to tell me to, okay, babe, it's time to take a break now. I'm here. I'm here. So you got to come give me some attention now. And this was going on every day to where I had to set it aside. I was writing every day. I was recording every day. I was mixing and mastering every day. I was doing everything myself because as a young kid, that's all I wanted to do. I wanted to make music. Before I even became a rapper, I was making music. I was dropping beats and tracks and doing the whole nine for other people. And I was also writing, but I was never rapping, you know. But
Right.
I didn't
But
even know
the
the
thing
rap
is,
was
growing up in the church. Now,
uh-huh.
in your dad, Pastor Andrews, which is a
Uh-huh.
phenomenal man, Delray Beach, Supernatural, right? Supernatural. Am I
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. That's it.
Supernatural out of
Uh-huh.
Delray Beach, Florida. A phenomenal man. And that's a good looking man too. Just to tell you that. So you look like your daddy and your brother. So 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 um, growing up in the church and like you said, you strayed away and you kind of hit on, hey, listen, I went and did whatever I wanted to do and how I wanted to do it, and then my wife brought me back. Just give me a little insert on the church. How did Lil Shout? Because I thought that when Joshua Camp kind of broke up, and I asked you, I said, what's going on with y'all? You was like, Kenya, we ain't together no more, and you was very kind of like, we ain't
Right.
together no more. I was like, all right, then you would tell me when you get ready. And I thought that once you left Joshua Camp, the name was going to change. And I was like, okay, so he's probably going to change his name, come up with something else. Be like, like Prince, he no longer Prince, he's just a symbol. What made you
Yeah.
keep the name Lil Shot? Because what sometimes like Lil Bow Wow now is Bow Wow. They take the Lil
Yeah.
off. How long have you carried that name for it to be still Lil Shot?
Well, a lot of people didn't know that name came from actually a couple of friends I grew up with. Because I was a church boy. They used to pick at me and my brother them. Because we was always in church. Uh, but I used to love to watch people shout. It was something about me just watching people shout. You know, I got my own little two-step shout. But just by me just watching people shout, I used to sit next to my grandmother, and she always played the piano. Of course, once the Holy Spirit hit, I kind of move out the way because I already know what grandma finna do. So, but by me watching that, and I was little. I was the shortest one out of everybody in my little clique, my little clan. Everybody else standing. Here I am. I'm only 5'2", 5'3", and everybody else standing almost 6 feet. Even with my brothers and my sister, I'm the second oldest. So me being the second oldest, my younger brother and my sister, they like this over me. You know what I'm saying? I'm like down here to them. So Lil Shout was a childhood name that just stuck. I wanted to change it. I wanted to change it so many times, but it seemed like it always went back to Lil Shout. So that's where Lil Shout come from. Me being in the church and the music, and my grandmother. By her uh, mentioning the same name. And I heard her say it one time, but she said Little Shout, and by her saying that, it kind of formed Lil Shout. So, but my friends always called me Shout. So that's how Lil Shout came about.
Oh wow. Okay, so now we know. So keep the name because it was Christian by your grandma. I was like, is he gonna change the name? Once a lot of times I tell people, I say, listen. So sometimes you got to change the identity, especially when you convert from a group to a single. To an artist.
Yeah.
So I keep the name that does is sentimental. So keep that because me, I go back to business with everything. So listen, tell us. Tell reset, and I am I make sure I pay for Spotify because I want to support all the artists. I have spent through the album. What is your favorite song on the album?
Actually, I have two favorites that's on the album. Uh, Actually three. Let me take that back. I have three that I truly love on the album. The first song that I did for this album is called "He Saved Me." "He Saved Me" is my first one I did, and how that came about. Me coming home from work one day, and me walking through the door. And when I walked through the door, my wife wasn't here yet; she was still at work. And I just started reflecting back on my life, you know. Uh, and as I was reflecting back on my life, the things that I've been through, I'm like, God saved me from this. God saved me from that. God saved me from that. He saved me, you know. He saved me from killing myself.
My
He
God.
saved me from going to prison, when nobody knew, nobody knew I was selling drugs. Nobody knew, only some people knew I was, a drinker, but not a heavy drinker, but I was a heavy drinker. Um, Smoking weed wasn't my thing too much. I did it. I did it. Don't get me wrong. I did it. But drinking, I knew that was my heavy pill. But anyway, God saved me from that. God saved me from the strokes I had in my 20s, which a lot of people didn't know. I had two strokes in my 20s, and actually, me and my dad had the last stroke almost at the same time. You know, uh, so I knew right then my life had to change. If not, I knew I was either going to end up dead or I was going to end up in prison. One of the two. So I knew I had to change. With all that, uh, the second song was "It Ain't Over." That song came right after "He Saved Me." God was letting me know that my life wasn't over. No matter what we went through, no matter what we go through, He has the last say so over our lives. And I just heard you say that to the young lady a few minutes ago. No matter what we go through, no matter what we face, God is a sovereign God. He love us so much to where He give us chance after chance after chance. Uh, and that, I felt like that's what He did with me. God could have took me out a long time ago. He could have let the stroke kill me. I've been shot at. I've been robbed. At gunpoint. All this stuff. A lot of people didn't know all that because I kept it to self. Um, Me facing 5 years in prison. Uh, God brought me out of that. You know, and I just thank God. Every day of everything that I've been through. The last song is "Favor." Favor come from situation with me and my wife. Infidelity came into our marriage, and on the part of me, not my wife, but on the part of me, and I had to take that as a man. I was hurt about what I did, but God was letting me know that the favor is still on my life. You know, of what He said. When He says it, that's it. You know, uh, He don't take back what He said. The only thing He does is add to it. And so the favor was still on my life, and all these songs that I mentioned, He gave me every last song that's on the album. I had no titles. I had no title for the song. I had no title for the album. I didn't even know what to call the album. God gave me all that of Reset, and even the album that's coming after Reset. So Favor, those three right there is my uh, favorite songs on the album. Uh, but I do also like Jeremiah 29:11. That's like another one. Go
So
ahead.
I'm gonna say this to you, right? Here it is, right? I'm gonna say this to you,
Mm-hmm.
and this is from the promoter PR perspective. You gave me three songs that you like tonight. Three, right? You gave me, what was
Uh,
the first one?
he saved me.
What was the second one?
It ain't over.
Third one?
Favor.
So when you add one, two, one, and one is what?
I couldn't hear you. Broke up. What'd you say?
You have one, and one. What does that equal? What does that give you? Three, right?
That's three.
Okay, here it is. Reset. Boom. That's your next album cover. Don't tell nobody I told you. So basically, those three songs compiled to reset because the three stories that you told me was the reset of your life. So if
Hmm.
you look at it, if you go back and you watch this and you tell the story, because everything within the song is a story, and you
Right.
tell the story of everything that you've been through, that's the
Hmm.
reset. So if anybody ever asks you the three songs that made reset,
I
those are
got
the
you.
three songs. Now, if you favor
Hmm.
Jeremiah 29 and 11, but those
Yeah.
three songs that you told that story tonight is the reset. And God is
Yeah.
giving you opportunity to do it all over again because you, as we know, that He is the God of favor. He will let
Hmm.
us do over. He'll allow us to make one mistake after mistake after mistake, and
Yep.
we'll still be His child. So
Yep.
again, I want to thank you so much. So before you go, tell us again how can we get now. Listen, I go buy albums because I use my system to buy albums, and that's what I do. But tell
Uh-huh.
us what song, what tell y'all what y'all get all three songs. What are they 99 cents? I think they're 129.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Y'all get all three of those songs we talked about today. They're 129 in the music store. So tell us where we can find all three of your songs that you talked about tonight.
Well, you can find them on Spotify, iTunes, Google Play, Apple Music, um, any music platform that's out there is actually there. Uh, so you can go download it, buy it from there. And if you want to buy the whole album from me, you can do that too. So I
Okay, so
made
you
sure
have the CD on hand.
yeah, I have
You
the
have the whole
CD on
CD.
hand.
All right.
I have the whole CD. Uh, the sec the second album, I mean, the second album is gonna be something. I got one song on there, actually two songs on there. Uh, one song is called Favor. No, Forever. I'm sorry, Forever. And that song there, like what you was explaining at the beginning about me and my wife. I know you seen the pictures, uh, those picnic pictures. That song reflects to that. Uh,
Yeah,
you
I'm gonna
know,
have to pull one of those pictures up and show y'all because they pretty. There's some pretty people. Y'all is pretty.
yeah, the song is called Forever. I'm actually putting a video together for that. I was trying to get it done before me and my wife anniversary, but it didn't work out that way.
Don't
Uh,
rush.
but, I,
Don't
but
rush.
I'm still, yeah, I know,
Don't rush.
I'm still gonna put it out there. And the other song is "Live My Life." Uh,
Okay.
that one has a strong statement of where God took me from to where He have me right now. I know you was mentioning about the title for the album, Reset. Uh, that the word reset comes from Isaiah 43 uh, and 19. God was letting me know He's resetting everything in my life
That's right.
from everything that I went through. The word reset actually came from me and my wife having a conversation one night, and she kept mentioning it. I heard a preacher preaching it, but I didn't pay no attention to it. But that particular night when me and her was having a conversation, she mentioned it, and she was like,
Mm-hmm.
"Babe," she was like, God is resetting a lot of stuff in your life." And she came across the scripture, Isaiah 43 and 19, and she was like, "You need to read it." And before I can read it, God had spoke to me in my ear, and He was like, "That's what I've been trying to tell you." And I'm like,
Wow.
"Whoa, okay." I said, "Babe, you just gave me the name of my album." And she was like, "What?" So I said, "Reset." She was like, "Oh, okay." But then she just kept on talking like y'all women do. You just ran. I'm like,
Rambling on.
okay. Did you hear what I just said?
She heard it.
But
She heard it, but she had to
yeah,
let you
she heard
process
it,
it.
but she
Yeah,
wanted to
she heard it.
finish saying what she had to say. You know
Exactly.
how
That's what
that
we do.
goes. She talking about that's what we do. I
That's
know,
what we do.
I know.
Get it all out.
And
That's
now
what we do.
with this one here, the album actually is called, and you probably see it on my page. I post it all the time. Reset Button. God spoke to me about that, and what He said about Reset Button. He said, "I done set everything in your life all over." He said, "But if you don't press the button, it won't be deleted. I'm allowing you to
Mm.
delete it. But if you don't delete it, it's still gonna sit there. And if it's
Amen.
sitting there, you always go back to what's sitting there." He says, "So you gotta get rid of it." He says, "So I'm allowing you to press the button. If you don't press the button, it won't disappear." So I had to
My
press the
God.
button. So he gave me the name of Reset Button for this second album. So
For this
I'm
for this
super
time.
excited, and I
Well,
do
we're gonna
appreciate you
bring you
having me on
back.
your show.
We're gonna bring you back when you do the we're gonna bring you back. I'm gonna what happened with I can't personally do a listening party because even though we put those I don't own the rights to the music, I can't do it here because of that's kind of knowing that I'm doing something wrong. So I
Yeah,
learned that at a class. You can do your own listening party, and I'll just tune in and I'll be in the audience because that's your music. You can have your own listening party. I can't
yeah.
get a copyright strike on these channels.
I'm gonna
So,
do one. I'm gonna set one up.
so, so set one up. So listen, I want to thank you so much for joining me tonight. Again, I got to bring you back when you do the reset button because I am a fan of yours. I love you. I got to meet with you to get my CD so I can the van still works. The van still works. We just
Okay.
can't keep people in it right now. So I want to thank you. Is there anything you want to say before we let you go tonight?
Uh, I just want to say thank you. Thank you to the people that support me. Thank you for the people that actually listens to me and my wife. The Facebook Live that we does on marriage. Keep us in prayer that God continue to use us in a mighty way in this present time right now. I just want to say thank you to all my fans. Thank you all the people that support me and the ones that don't know me and want to get to know me and know my music. You can always reach out to me. A lot of my wife friends, starting to hit me up about the music and stuff like that. I just want to be a blessing to God's people. That's just you know, all I focus on is just being a blessing to His people. Any way I can help. Because we are servants. We're servants
Right.
of the Lord, and this is what we are called to do. To help. So, thank you once again, Kenya. We finally got it done. We finally,
After about
got
12
this
years,
this
we
this
we got
rolling.
it.
And I just pray over your show. Just
Thank you
asking
so
God to
much.
just continue to lift you up, keep you going. You know what I mean? Keep doing the works of the Lord. No matter what people say, because you're gonna have your haters, you're gonna have your doubters, you're gonna have your naysayers. You know what I'm saying? But we know what God says to us on what we supposed to do for His kingdom. So I bless
Mm.
you. I thank you. I love you. Tell your brother I say what's up. I gotta reach out to him, and I also gotta support. That's his wife with the one that has I tell him I'm gonna get in touch with him.
Euphoric
I'm gonna get in
Felicity.
touch. Yeah, I'm gonna get in touch with him because he reached out to me, and we all go way back.
Yes.
Second lane days, Boynton Beach. So yeah, so
Yes.
just and I want to ask you how the marriage life with you.
That's another conversation. I'll come on your show and talk about the marriage life.
I know I know, bro. He done already done reached out to me about it. I'm like, okay, yeah,
We'll
yeah.
we'll
God
we'll we'll
bless.
talk about that on another show. Listen, I
No
gotta go.
problem.
I'm gonna talk to you later. Thank you for coming on, and you have a great one. Oh man, so listen, I love little shout. I want to send a shout out to everybody that is on now. Listen, put hashtag y'all know it, hashtag lunch on me in the link in the comments. Lunch on me in the link in the bio in the comments, please, because I am going to do this new giveaway system. But listen, before that, right? I just want to say this. So today I read a post, and the post said, and it's just I'm gonna do this real quick for everybody who's on. The post said that we um, need to break generational curses because it's causing separation in families. So listen, I just want to elaborate on my show on that. This is my thought on generational curses. Some of y'all may not agree. Some of y'all may not like what I'm gonna say, but I don't care. It's my platform. I don't believe in generational curses. I believe that long time ago, I truly believe long time ago that Big Mama them swept everything up under the rug, and what was happening is just even going back to the days of um, just like Lil Shop just said, he slid in at 9. He had his own personal issues. I think we swept everything up under the rug back in the day, all the family secrets and the family ties. That now the new generation is not abreast to it because what happens is the old generation is like, we ain't gonna talk about that. We ain't gonna talk about that. Really, your sister is actually your mama because she had a baby when she was young. the old folks don't talk about that. The things that we see on Tyler Perry, the things where you may be being raised by another family member as a sibling, but then it's like those things don't get talked about because the older generation swept it up under the rug. So here it is. The new generation now wants to use this ceramic tile. So now they want to pull this rug up, but not understanding that that tile is a slippery slope that the old generation have hid. Now I'm speaking in riddles, but y'all getting it. The old generation swept everything under the rug and kept it in the closet. New generation want to put down ceramic tile because they want to do all this new stuff. But that tile is a slippery slope that I think now that what we need to do is break these things of what happened in my house stayed in my house. So a lot of people are hurting inside and is not able to tell the truth. And yes, it's becoming a great book. Yes, it's becoming something later on in life, and you're telling the story. Well, I was touched, I was hurt, I was this, I was that. I found out that my mother is not my. But it's not a generational curse, and I'm sorry, I just can't agree with that. Now, y'all may not agree with me, but it's not a generational curse. It's the fact that our elders a long time ago would say to us, "What happened in here, stay in here." And now the new generation is like, y'all ain't fair. Why this is this? Why this is that? Because they're aggressive with things. They ask the question, why? Why? We wasn't allowed to ask why. Because we asked why to our elders, we would get slapped in the mouth. But the new generation is a why generation. Well, why is this? And why is that? And why is that? So we don't have a story to tell them. So now they fall back on there's a generational curse and everything is so wrong and this is the way it is. And so y'all stop going around saying it's a generational curse. Talk to these people, talk to these children, tell the people the truth, and let it get out. And maybe we'll have some healing and dealing, and everybody be healing these families that's going through this stuff. But listen, neither here nor there. I need you guys really quick. If you are in the chat to put lunch on me, hashtag lunch on me, and I'm gonna try this new system out that actually lets me. So we got 7 entries, right? I'm gonna share this screen. Hold on. So the winner of tonight's giveaway is Sylvia Robinson. Sylvia, if you can hear me, you are the winner, and you saw that it was legitimate. We did it through the StreamYard platform, where you are the winner of Lunch on Me. Um, Gina, you're a little late. See, Gina was late. Sylvia, you are the winner for the Lunch on Me raffle, Lunch on Me raffle, Sylvia. Please give me your cash app, and I'll be more than happy to send you the $10. The $10. I'll be more than happy to send you the $10. It's not rigged, Nicole. You didn't even put your name in it, Nicole. So how is it rigged? The $10 lunch on me. Listen, you got another chance to win all this month. $10. We'll be right back here Tuesday night on Hot Topics Pop-Up Show. We'll be back next Thursday night with 2 great guests, so that you'll be able to win. Listen, if you're asking me where my jury is from, it's from Euphoric Felicity, which is Vincent and Nicole Wheeler. Nicole and Vincent Wheeler, like the young man just said, you have to get in contact with my brother, which is Vincent Wheeler. Euphoric Felicity is the jewelry that I am wearing tonight. It is the jewelry that I am wearing tonight. Um, Again, I want to send a shout out to my proud sponsors who pay the cost to be the boss, Miss Sylvia, Gillian and Co. And y'all ask why I say that. Because she do. She paid the cost to be the boss. So we want to give a shout out to Gillian and Co. We also want to give a shout out to um, Sylvia Gillian PA, which is Sylvia. She's a realtor. She gonna fix your credit, right? She gonna fix your credit, then sell you a house. Then after you buy the house, she make you spend all your money on the natural sale products. There it is. She gonna fix your credit. No, first she gonna fix your credit, file your taxes, sell you a house, and then she gonna make you. Well, not make you. You gonna end up buying all the soap and the butters and the creams. So Listen, and here's the link in the bio, guys, if you want to shop Euphoric Felicity, euphoricfelicitygems.com. This is where I purchase all I wear my products from tonight. I don't have on bracelets, I'm sorry, y'all, but Euphoric Felicity Gems. If you would like to purchase products, stop by, visit their mall. They'll bless you. So listen, I'll see you guys right back here on Sunday. Join me on Sunday. Join me on Sunday. I will be right back here at 9 a.m. 9 a.m. this Sunday. I'll be back here at 9 a.m. this Sunday for a church check-in and announcement. So listen, if you would like to have your church check-in and announcement broadcast live, please send inbox me your announcement. If you don't want to come on live, because I will be sending you the link to come on live, just like my guests come on, if you do not want to come on live, you can put the church down in the chat, and I'll be more than happy to announce your check. So listen, join me from 9 o'clock to 10 a.m. for church check-in and announcements. Church check-in. And guess what I'm going to do? This is what I'm going to do, right? This Sunday, I'm going to do lunch on me. We doing lunch. We ain't doing dinner, because dinner consists of $20. We doing lunch on me this Sunday. I'll get y'all the keyword to go in the chat so that you guys can get a head start. Lunch on me this Sunday, doing the church check-in and announcements. So again, you'll have another opportunity to win. I gotta go. It's like 8:15. I gotta go. I love you guys, and I'm out. Peace.